Alright, what's up guys? This is going to be a Dark Aether Zombies Camo Guide, solo. I spent the last, 2 days playtime playing zombies. I haven't touched multiplayer in about a week and a half. So it's a serious grind. It'll be a quick, so I'll go through the attachments now. I'll just give you a quick rundown. Firebase Z, solo, 30 rounds. You're looking at an hour per 30 rounds, so you're looking at 2 hours per weapon, because you'll have to go twice to get all the challenge. All the bullet weapon, I will run through them quickly. You've got 2,500 kills, 2,500 critical kills. You've got 2,500 kills while pack-a-punched. You've got 15 elite enemy elims, 10 kills rapidly 10 times. You've got 3 or more critical kills rapidly. You've got, and in the last one, you've got 20 or more kills without getting hit 10 times. This is for all the bullet weapons. And noob tube and knife are slightly different, but they are even easier in my opinion. This is 1,500 kills, 2 or more kills rapidly 50 times. This is 5 kills with a single shot 50 times. 1,500 kills while pack-a-punched. 10 elite elims, 10 kills rapidly 10 times, 20 or more, there you go, without getting hit. 20 or more kills without getting hit 10 times, which is easy. You just group them together. On lower rounds, it can be quite difficult because you just have to wait for them. But that's my tactic for the rocket launchers, really. Just group them all up and shoot them. The Sigma I used first before the RPG, and in multiplayer, it's awful. There's no. If anything, the Sigma is slightly better. New tube is the same thing. Before it's pack-a-punched, you'll find that it's rubbish. But once it's pack-a-punched, you can actually do some. It can actually be quite fun. It's also different. You've got 750 kills. You've got 50 kills with a knife against enemies who are disorientated by a stun, monkey bomb, or decoy. Now the stuns and the monkey bombs, they drop. Or the stuns and the decoys drop quite frequently. You can buy them from the scrap table, but they're quite expensive at 250. So I'd wait for them to wait. I just wait for them to drop, unless you want to rush through it. 750 kills while pack-a-punched. You got 15 kills against enemies who are affected by Frost Blast, Ring of Fire, or while you have Aether Shroud active. Now I used Aether Shroud personally. You can maybe get 6. Minimum if you start knifing as soon as you activate it, because they will run away from you, which is quite annoying. But yeah, this is only 15 kills, so you should do this almost instantly once you start using it. 10 elite elims, which is easy. You've got 10 kills rapidly 10 times, and 20 kills without getting hit 10 times in a row. Now this is probably all the Camo Challenges are easy in my opinion. This is probably the only one that's even slightly difficult. You just got to learn the how to slash and how to stab, because you want to avoid stabbing. I tried to just run past them, run to the side of them as I walk past them, and that usually is a slash move, and that makes the animation in quicker, which means you can quickly move away. But lower rounds I do it. Once you get to round 15 or higher, it starts getting intense. You start having to train, and it starts getting a lot harder. But you can use stun grenades and decoys and Aether Shroud to help with that as well. So all good. Okay, let's move on to attachments. Aside rifles and SMGs, I kept the same. You're looking at a scope which is personal preference. I would suggest a low level scope, so just a millstop or a red dot. For the muzzle, I've gone with flash guard. The increased drop for the increased equipment drop rate. I would stay away from the suppressor, and a KGB might help if the gun needs that extra little bit of recoil control, but otherwise I just stick with the no drawback for the equipment drop. The barrel, I've gone with armor damage. I've tried, the last barrel works on some guns, but I think armor damage is the best. You're going to be shooting a lot of armor. Body, increased salvage drop. Anything you could go with top. There's no percentage on these, so this one is fine. Just something to help you out. This is if you've got 7 attachments of the way, which you will get quickly by doing this run, because you'll get crystals So you'll be ranking up everything very quickly. The underbarrel, gone with standard recoil control. For the magazine, I've gone with VDV Fast Mag. It's so good, so good. It's good on everything bar the snipers, because you'll want that aim down sight speed, because the snipers are rubbish. I think they're the bolt action snipers are two of the worst weapons to use in zombies. And then the standard handle, this handle will go on every gun, so you won't need to change that. And the only difference I make with the stock is on guns like this, the LMGs and the snipers, I use the second to last stock to increase the shooting move speed and the aim walking move speed, because those things are slow and it just takes a while. You'll be needing that movement speed when walking, so that'll be good. For the we'll go on to LMGs actually. So like I said, it's just pretty much standard armor damage, cavalry lancer. I've gone with magazine. I've gone slightly different. It doesn't really matter. You want salvo really, but I just went with that because I didn't want the reload penalty or the aim down sight penalty on a gun that's this huge. And like I said, stock, that movement speed is really good when aiming down sights. Stamina will help you with that when you rank it up. Shotguns, hip fire build I recommend. If you aim just above the zombies' heads when you're training them, or when you're just killing one in hip fire, you will be getting headshots. So don't aim directly at the head. Just aim slightly above it. So you'll be getting that, which is very good. It actually worked out really, really well for me. I've used the last barrel on both of the shotguns. Hip fire build, there we go. Magazine standard, and I've used just the wire stock just so I don't get a hip fire penalty from using the bot. Can work also. Deadshot Daiquiri does decrease hip fire. That might be when it's ranked up, maybe not, but I need to check that. Snipers, the bot action sniper is going to be the worst. They're going to be the worst. The Tundra and the Pennington are the worst ones to get gold in my opinion. I've used a small scope, stabilizer. You can just use increased drop rate. I don't know why that's on there. Barrel, I've used a max barrel for all snipers. That fire rate really, really helps. That fire rate really helps. It's a chore to use these guns, and the fire rate helps a lot. Body, standard, bipod. All snipers, you need a bipod. Yes, it hurts your sprinting move speed, but it's so good for when you are aimed down the sights and you just need to shoot. You're only going to go through 3 max with 1 bullet if you get it right. So you're going to be shooting, you're going to be training, and it's going to take you a lot longer. So if you aim down sight, keep the bipod, and then you'll be able to reload those shots on those heads one after another. So that's what I recommend. Magazine, keep the aim down sight speed. Dear God, keep the aim down sight speed. Do not go for the salvo. It works, but even though it's only 10% minus, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And yeah, that's it really. Like I said, movement speed while aiming down sights. As you can see, I've sort of tried the hipfire build, which works exact same as the shotguns. Like I said, I've used the salvo, same as multiplayer, but I've gone with the ammo damage, the armor damage, and dual wield. Magnum is a massive pain in the arse. I say the worst weapons are the 2 bot action snipers plus the Magnum, which is why I'll go through it quickly now. Aether Shroud I would use for weapons that are basically shit. Weapons that are going to get you trapped. So weapons like the launchers, I'd say. Yes, at first it seems kind of cool to use Ring of Fire because you have to reload, but the recoil is rough. It's really bad, and I find that I get stuck sometimes at lower rounds, and I find that Aether Shroud would have been more use to me than Ring of Fire, because I'm only using Ring of Fire really unless I get stuck on throughout the whole thing. I'm using Ring of Fire at the very end. If about 50% of the time you get, because if you leave it around 31, beginning around 31, you might have to do the third defense, which means you'll be fighting the massive monster boss. Which means that's when Ring of Fire really shows how good it is, in my opinion, in these runs. But for the rocket launchers, nah, just don't bother. The Barrett, you might want to take Ring of Fire because the Barrett is semi-auto. It's not bolt action. But yeah, I think that covers everything. Now I'm going to do a quick rundown, little bit of a tutorial on what I've been doing to get the Pack-a-Punch as early as possible and to make use of the surroundings to effectively grind headshots. Round 3 should be able to get out of here. Should be able to open the door. Should have about 1,000 without knifing, and no special drops. The first one I'll open is the one on this far side. That's where Jug is, and you can grab Jug straight away for 2,500. If I take what the hardest part of the whole thing is, it's definitely these early waves, having to do this monotonous thing over and over again, because it can get quite... That I originally was going to go 20 waves at a time, then I realised I could easily do 30, and it's not too difficult. Oh, also, never pick up nukes. If there's zombies to kill, do not pick up nukes. Because they will just waste, especially in the high rounds. Never pick up nukes. There we go, that's that done. You should have about just over 3,000, hopefully. Grab Jug. Then you'll be heading straight back. You're looking at getting the Pack-a-Punch around round 7. Wave 7, you'll have the Pack-a-Punch. And the second perk you'll want to get, Deadshot Daiquiri, is a godsend. Now, funny enough, I don't even actually know where it is on the map after all this time. I just bought it from the perk machine at the Pack-a-Punch. There we go. See, now I'll pick up a nuke because there's no enemies it can kill, which is a free 400 points. C4, I'd recommend getting C4s and monkey bombs. Right, you want to rank up your gun from there because you'll probably have enough. You'll most likely always have enough scrap by this point. So run that way, grab yours level your uncommon. Mimics will spawn about round 5, round 6. And they're annoying because they seem to have so much damage reduction when you don't crit them. When you crit them, see, look at that. You shred them. And they do obviously drop a shitload of ammo for you as well. You want to leave the radar one till last, in my opinion. There's no real reason for that. It's just I like doing it this way. When they slash, they get bugged inside of it for some reason. Their heads go inside of it. This is very annoying. There we go. Max ammo, beautiful. And now, round 7, we have Pack-a-Punch. So you want to run from here straight to the portal, ignoring everything. You should have perfect money, 5,000. If you don't have that much, I'd say jump through the portal anyway and grind the next wave here. As soon as you get 5,000, run and grab Pack-a-Punch because you want to be counting those Pack-a-Punch kills to your camo grind. And then boosh, you're ready to pack. You've got everything you need to complete the challenges. I'll show you a little. I like to stay here and grind about 3,000. So that way I can buy Deadshot Daiquiri without having to come back, because Deadshot Daiquiri is beautiful. There we go, beautiful times 2. This is not needed. Some guns are going to be performing better with Deadshot Daiquiri than others, because some guns just work better when you spam aim in and try and headshot them. Other guns don't work that way. Deadshot Daiquiri, boosh, and then I go and leave and start my grind. Start my train grind. You were back here. The third most important perk is going to be Stamina Up, especially for guns like the sniper rifles, the rocket launchers, and the LMGs. When you rank up Stamina Up from your lobby screen, from the skills in the main menu, you can You move a lot faster when you aim down sights, which helps a lot for the snipers and the LMGs. But as you can see, Digital Daiquiri, I can just... The pistols are so strong in this game, thank God. But you see there, you aim down sights, you might not be able to headshot them. So when you've got zombies in a massive train without getting... If you've got zombies in a big train, this is what I do for rocket launchers, by the way. The rocket launchers, I ran around in a circle like this, and then just shot at their feet, and it kills all of them. The noob tube isn't as strong when it gets pack punched. You can just double hit, but if you were to spam, that time, that was good. I got all crits there by spamming. I would say in later rounds, aim down sights, come here. When you're running here, aim down sights and just spray. Especially for the burst weapons, I would almost do like a fanning movement when I do this, where I do spray side to side. You should be getting around round 10 to 12. You'll be getting about 1,000 scrap, which is the middle one on the bottom. That's when you'll run up. I run up there and grab the next level of your weapon, which is the blue. But sometimes the Digital Daiquiri just doesn't. Sometimes it's just easier just to not use it as frequently. Like there, it's not. I'm aiming down sights and it's not one-shotting. So it can be very, because of the zombies, they're just so annoying. The zombies don't want to make it easy for you. The lower round, they swing their heads around, which means that when you do aim shot, if you're all running together and you aim Digital Daiquiri, and their head, you're aiming at a guy that head is in mid like swing or mid run, and he's down, you'll be shooting at a chest. And if you're using a gun that's strong, you'll be going through 3, maybe even 4 zombies and not getting headshots. You'll get 1 headshot on the guy you're aiming at. If you look at sometimes aim down sights, their head, I'll be aiming too low, which means that with guns that are strong, I like to gather them up and just spray at the head level. Right, now we've got enough scrap. We're going to grab blue. Just blue. I don't usually buy... I don't find armor that massively important unless I'm using an explosive weapon, because the kickback is really tough, I feel, especially on the non-packer punch. I think as soon as you packer punch the rocket launcher and the noob tube, I swear that it doesn't do as much damage to you as it does in the beginning. Because I think in round 13 there might be the first defense. Usually it's round 12, so by the time you get about 16,000 monies, you'll be getting the first wave, which means it will sort of just like stop you from doing what you want. If you want to hold a zombie, you have to kill him. But this is the time I like to come here, just like with the first packer punch and Deadshot. I come and grab second packer punch and stamina up. So let me tell you, so mimics spawn about round 5, round 6. Armored zombies spawn at round 10. The exterminator bosses with the fire, they spawn at round 15. And around 25 you get dogs, and around 30 you get the heavy zombies. I don't know if there's a round 20 variant of something happening. But here, one of the biggest tips I can give is level ground. So when you're training, there's a lot of places, like if I was to stand here and not have level ground, they'd be constantly moving up. But if I stand here, they're always only going to be on the same level when they come around the corner. So you can just easily just spam headshots away. At around 16, 17 starts weapons that you think are just like right now I'm just running around headshotting everybody. Around 17 I'd say, that's when you have to start training properly with pretty much every gun. even guns like the FAMAS, which is just very strong. But things I like to do, I wouldn't say you can spam them here. I wouldn't say anything like this, which is their heads are all at different levels, which makes it much harder. And here as well, they drop down, heads not all the same level. So I like to run this direction, clear up enemies that are coming towards me here, turn around, and then headshot level and spam. And that should... See, I got one non-headshot, a couple of non-headshots. That was unfortunate there, I got quite a lot. But that's the whole way done. And that's pretty much it. And there we go. There we go. Dark Matter finally. So much grinding. So much. Beautiful. Okay, right. I'll show you how we do the extraction quick. Alright. If you haven't got monkey bombs, come over here, grab some. They're 1,000 scrap each. Just on the first tab. And there. I run round. Kill the guy. There might be another guy up here. Turn round. Get ready for them to get their couple of headshots. Get my train ready. There we go. You have to... There you go. The only trouble I have... The only other gun I've had trouble with this is a knife. Just because of... I've never failed one. But you can end up having to, you know, back up with a knife, get these kills. But there you go. There you go. That is it. That is it. That is the Dark Matter guide. Okay, a couple of final thoughts to end this off. Perks. I only bought 3 perks that time. Probably because I was so excited to finish this. You can buy Quick Revive. I wouldn't buy Elemental Pop. I would pick up Sleight of Hand, especially if you've got a slow reloading gun, like an LMG. Definitely buy Sleight of Hand. Quick Revive is good, especially if you are more likely to get hit with some weapons that are rubbish. And Tombstone, I was buying some at the end when I was using the rocket launcher, just because it can be quite useful. It's rubbish. It's a little bit rubbish, but it can be quite useful to revive yourself. Because if you go down once, you have a chance to get back up and you revive yourself. If you go down twice, it ends the game straight away. And then it can be really, really annoying, because you do all that start. Let's say you get to around 14 and you get down the second time. It ends, which means you're still gonna have to do another 2 runs, which can really mess you up. So Tombstone is kind of a good way to stop it, because you don't have Quick Revive, doesn't give you that free revive anymore. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it does, right? Also, one thing I do want to mention, the DLC weapons, they do not count towards... This is what you want your score to look like at the end, by the way. 1,400 crits is quite a lot. Using 250 with your weapon. So that means if you get more than that, that's halfway done, because you need 2,500. So if you get 1,250, you're sorted for another run. That's what it should really look like at the end. Also, yeah, DLC weapons I was mentioning. Unfortunately, they do not count. So the Street Sweeper, all the new knives, the new crossbow, the LC-10, the Mac-10, and the Groza and the Farah, as you can see, they do not count towards the challenge. Which means if you want to use Dark Matter, that looks beautiful, by the way, or Diamond, you have to get it gold by itself, just like in regular, just like in multiplayer. Which means that I have to go, if I want to get these guns Dark Matter, I've got to do another 2 hours for this gun, 2 hours for the LC-10. You get where I'm going with this. That can be quite daunting. I'm definitely not doing that now, that's for sure. And the last thing I want to leave on is, if you look at my most recent video, which I think is the RPD video, I was level 125, I think, which means yes, there's double XP today, and there was double XP yesterday, and I played some yesterday, and I did use a couple of my tokens, 1 hour tokens, double XP, about 230 levels. Look at this. Season 1 I was 296, grinding all the time, right? There's 23 days left in the season, and I'm level 360. The zombies experience is beautiful. So if you can see a line, like a light at the end of the tunnel, it's some serious levels as well as dark matter. But that is really it. That's really it. That's all I've got, really. I don't think I'd bring anything else up. Rank up all these as soon as you can, especially if you're using the guns. Field upgrades, I only ranked up Aether Shroud and Ring of Fire. Perks, ranked up Stamina up first, then Deadshot, then Jug. Mods, don't put any mods. Don't put any other mods. They will mess up your kills. They will kill things for you. They'll blow things up. All that sort of stuff. I didn't even rank any of up. I didn't even use any. Don't grab them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'm very pleased I've done this grind. I'm now going to go outside and yeah, do something else.